What's up, Taiwan? How's it going? I'm Liao with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The father of a 2-year-old that died of COVID in April is demanding an official report on why it took an ambulance more than 1 hour to respond to his emergency call for help. He says the delay ultimately caused the death of his son and wants to know who was responsible. Hameokan reports.
我对这个事情感同身受以外，不但会去反省跟检讨。
New Taipei Mayor Hou You-yi is in the hot seat. A city councilor has come to him with a list of 4 demands from the father of a 2-year-old child that died of COVID. They want to know why the child had to wait 81 minutes for an ambulance to arrive.
你当时说你们没有做行政调查报告，你现在说你有行政报告交指挥中心，那你把议会当什么？
The child at the heart of the incident is a 2-year-old named Un. 5 months ago, when he was dealing with severe COVID-19 symptoms, his parents called for an ambulance. But that ambulance did not arrive for an hour and 21 minutes. Un died 5 days later, becoming the first child to die from the virus in Taiwan. And his father, identified as Mr. Lin, says there was the long wait for help to arrive that ultimately led to the death of his son. He explains his 4 demands.
厘清责任，卫生局的出勤记录，人员的确切值班状况，请公开。公布防疫派遣中心当天的值班记录，发起行政调查，并提交调查报告。
Last month, Mr. Lin filed a claim for a symbolic $1 Taiwan or 3 US cents compensation, hoping that it would prompt the government to respond. But for now, the family continues to wait. Alex Chen and Hameokan for TaiwanPlus.
Like the rest of the world, food prices in Taiwan are rising amid soaring global inflation, and eggs have been hit especially hard. The government is now taking steps to improve transparency in the supply chain and reduce the amount customers have to shell out.
鸡蛋生产资讯里面，从每个月来呈现的一个资讯，改变成每一周来滚动检讨，然后迅速的呈现，反映目前产蛋机的一个资讯跟目前鸡蛋生产量的一个情况。
Wholesale prices for eggs in the capital are currently about $1.60 for 600 grams. That's up from about a little over $1 a year ago. Prices had boiled over earlier this year ahead of the Lunar New Year holiday, hitting $1.40. Team Taiwan has pulled out all the stops at an international tug of war competition to claim 4 gold medals. The titles were all won by women's teams at the Tug of War World Outdoor Championships in the Netherlands. The 4 golds tie the national team's best record at the event. They also hauled in 1 silver and 1 bronze medal. Many of the same athletes had scored multiple gold medals at the World Games in the US in July. Taiwan is set to host the World Indoor Championships in 2026. Bookstores are facing a shrinking market in Taiwan thanks to the popularity of digital reading and online shopping. Times are especially tough for independent bookstores, and that's led to some creative ideas on how to survive in a difficult market. Yujing Huang explains.
This may look like a regular chain bookstore, but it's the newest branch of an independent seller that started small in Taipei. They now carry over 20,000 books. The store's founder says going big is their way of surviving in a changing market. They have enough space now to also offer snacks and host events.
我们很希望它是独立书店跨百平书店的第一间，希望可以开创出新的模式。因为独立书店一般它的规模不大，可是青岛书店因为已经开到第10间，我们希望可以展开新的规模化的经济。
With more people buying online, other independent bookstores are also competing to survive. This one has opted to stay small and highlight something that can't be replicated online, a tangible picture book experience.
立体书啊，或是触摸书，就是有不同的透过书籍的装帧跟材质去传递感受的一个部分。所以，在这部分，我们觉得绘本它是一个蛮特殊的类型。
It seems customers go to different sellers to fulfill different needs. Data shows that the best sellers at independent bookstores are generally literature, particularly those written by local writers, while online booksellers do best in the categories of math psychology and investment or money management. Once considered a dying trade, there are still over 200 independent bookstores in Taiwan. No matter how many customers are lured away by other options, there are still those who find the physical experience hard to replace. Patrick Chen and Eugene Huang for TaiwanPlus.
Love is in the air at Taipei Zoo with a new couple now living together. Two Malayan tapirs named Putri and Mo Su were introduced earlier this year and began sharing a home in May when caretakers at the zoo moved the couple in together. They then used special wax markers to draw on Putri's flanks to find out just how close the couple were getting. And the markers rubbed off, a sign the pair have been mating. It's hoped baby tapirs could be on the way soon. Taiwan is home to a wide variety of indigenous bird species. And there's one thing many have in common with birds around the world, a love of bathing. In TaiwanPlus' series, Formosa Forevermore, we take a look at how some of these birds keep themselves squeaky clean.
All birds love taking baths. And any little waterhole by a river can become a bath for small birds. The Taiwan Yuhaina, for one, likes to bathe here together, and their social nature allows them to accept an uninvited varied tit. To the medium-large-sized Taiwan blue magpie, however, the water for their baths needs to be deeper for maximum enjoyment. So they choose to bathe by ponds or rivers. Yet how deep must the water be? Usually they aren't picky, as long as it is enough to wet their bellies when they crouch, and to splash up their bodies when they flap their wings. As for the Malayan night heron, which lives almost entirely in Taiwan's parks, puddles that form in parks after showers make the perfect baths. The crested goshawk also takes advantage of these puddles, for more and more of them have moved into urban parks in Taiwan lately. Not all baths have to be on the ground, especially for birds like the Taiwan barbet, who are seldom found on ground level. For a nice bath, they must hope for puddles to form in tree holes. Yet there are also birds who take lightning-quick baths and dread being discovered. Who? Why, the highly alert white-bellied Erponus. The main purpose of taking baths is to keep feathers clean, because birds' feathers are not only useful for flying, but also keep them warm and dry. They are also good for presentation and courtship. Therefore, pretty feathers are the best sign of a bird's health. Though sometimes the order of bath-taking reflects dominance, making apparent who's stronger and who's weaker. Since this yellow tit is more dominant, of course it gets to bathe slowly, like a boss. These three are the smallest birds from the tit family in Taiwan, the black-throated tit. Since they are small and skittish, they only dare bathe in the shallowest waters. Unlike the notoriously fierce rulers of Taiwan's forests, the Taiwan blue magpie, look at how immersed it is as it bathes.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of an ancient tree in Cairo. The tree of the Virgin Mary is where Jesus, Mary, and Joseph are believed to have passed during their journey through Egypt. I'm Liao. Take care and see you next time.